Now on the tragic loss of Kobe Bryant, who died in a helicopter crash Sunday along with his 13-year-old daughter Gianna and 7 others.
So many people paying tribute to the basketball legend from Los Angeles to New York, all around the world really, honoring a star whose most recent years were spent devoted to his family.
I used to make 1,000 shots a day. Just get up in the morning, make 500, then come back in the evening, make another 500.
This is the grit and the grind that made Kobe Bryant one of the greatest players to ever step onto the court.
My name is Kobe Bryant. I'm 17 years old. With the hunger, the motivation, and the desire to be the best possible basketball player that I could be.
There's many people who say no one works harder than you. Where does that come from?
I just love playing.
To the world, he was a basketball legend. But to his 4 daughters, Kobe was simply known as Dad.
When you're raising kids, when we're raising our daughters, and one of the things that we teach them is you just got to try your best. You just got to give it your all, give it everything you have. And if you come up short, you just get up and you just try again.
Kobe's children, a source of inspiration through all of the professional highs.
And an 81-point game.
And the heartbreaking lows, like the Lakers' 2008 championship loss to the Boston Celtics.
I got home and I hugged my kids, and they just gave me a big hug, and I just said, "Daddy, get him next time."
His girls by his side as Kobe hung up his Lakers jerseys in 2017 at the place he called home, the Staples Center.
Our daughters, hopefully what you get from tonight, those times when you get up early and you work hard, when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream. If you guys can understand that, then I'm doing my job as a father.
Through it all, Kobe's girls teaching him, pushing him to take a leap of faith and create his Oscar-winning animated short, Dear Basketball.
My daughter gave me the best piece of advice. I was a little worried about turning this into a film. And my little 11-year-old Gianna goes, "Well, Dad, you always tell us to go after our dreams, so man up."
What did you think when you first saw Kobe the cartoon?
I looked at the face and I was like, oh my God, it was just like Gigi.
And it was 13-year-old Gigi who inherited her dad's love of the game.
Do you think your daughter might want to play in the WNBA?
She does for sure.
She does?
This kid, man.
Wouldn't that be great?
Dude, man, I'm telling you. The best thing that happens is when we go out and fans will come up to me and she'll be standing next to me and they'll be like, "Hey, you gotta have a boy. UNV gotta have a boy, man. You have somebody carry on the tradition, the legacy." She's like, "Oh, I got this."
The two captured courtside, proud moments Kobe fondly remembered in an interview earlier this month.
We just had so much fun because for the first time I was seeing the game through her eyes. It was her, like she was having such a good time.
Now his legacy lives on, thanks to his incredible contributions on and off the court.
I love you guys. To my family, thank you guys for all your sacrifice. There's no way that I can thank you enough for that. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
And joining us from LA is ESPN senior writer, NBA insider Ramona Shelburne. You got to know Kobe not just as a player, but as a father. Yeah. What was he like as a family man?
Man, the last few years, whenever I would reach out to him and check and see how he was doing it, hey, did you see something that was happening in the NBA? He was like, "No, man, I missed it. I was at Gianna's game. I was at Natalia's choir. I was out with his, I was his family." And that's what he lived for right now. I mean, every time I talked to him, that's all he wanted to talk about. And, we were about the same age. He's like 1 year older than me. We kind of went through our careers and our lives in Los Angeles here together. Over the last couple of years, I feel like we got to be friends after his playing career was over. And I was pregnant a couple years ago, and he said, keep me updated. He would check in on me, And remember, he said, let me know when the baby's coming, and so I did. And 38 hours into labor, guys, I get a text from Kobe, and I was in a tough spot, and this man reached out to me, and he said, just focus on the blessing that is life that you're about to create. This is the greatest blessing that God can give you. And we connected as people, as parents, and the last few years, all we would do is send each other texts about our kids.
Oh gosh, Ramona. I mean, we've heard stories like that. Michael Wilbon last night was talking about when he went through his heart procedure, big bouquet of roses the next day, and it was from Kobe. We hear that over and over. And you alluded to his family. We all are talking about it. It was very important for him to set that kind of example for his children, wasn't it, Ramona?
Yeah, and Robin, like, all he cared about going forward in his life was his legacy and what he could teach to not just his own kids, but to all kids. When he was writing children's books. He was doing a podcast for kids. Dear Basketball is for kids. Like, he wanted to reach that next generation. I remember his last year we were doing a story, and I wanted to write the mic drop story, the story that would encompass all of it. And he goes, I'm not into that. He goes, you know what I mean? I said, what are you into then? And he said, I only want people to learn what I've been through so that maybe I can inspire others. And I really think, at one point I said to him, I go, hey man, you got to slow down and enjoy your retirement a little bit. I mean, he was in the office the next day after his last game, and you think back on that now, I'm glad he didn't slow down because he left us a lot.
No, he never slowed down. Ramona, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. Ramona hit something, and I was trying to figure out why are so many people. There was a gentleman from our crew who said he never cries, and he cried about Kobe. I think it's many different reasons. We grew up with him. Like, when he came along, that's when the internet really exploded, so you were able to really follow all sides of him. And also, it's because we were anticipating the next. We were anticipating
there was so much to come.
Exactly, and I think so. We're mourning, of course, how we knew him, but also mourning knowing that there was so much more that he wanted to do. Yeah.
Like we lost something, we're missing something that we can never get back.
Yeah, that's it.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.